of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The Titans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he's got this down to the 35. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Again, it's Henry. Down right around the 25. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
This is caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Goff's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
What? 4 now.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity in that opening, you take full advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember the offense score.
Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate. And
they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Murray now. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Rams 14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Murray now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
Man, I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He can't get him down. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Goff now looking to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Azeez Al-Shaair gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Sheds off the tackle, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Murray. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen, is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
2nd and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he's loose at the 40. He's into space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards and sets them up 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he will take this one in for the Titans touchdown. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Super one.
Now Goff on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Goff now to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Going right back to Akers. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard.
76.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A first down carry for Henry.
Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
I'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be taken at the 13. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, LA. One of the more impressive punt returns you will see. That one from 87 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Rams, 21. Rigoberto Sanchez.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on that.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, here's the option.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. Fourth down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Again, Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
76 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running right on the option is Murray. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Value three.
To throw on second down is Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special